everybody. This is Saturday, November the 29th. It's about 8 o'clock a.m. And it's cold. It's like 30-something degrees outside. So this morning there was some frost. So we're 2 days post Thanksgiving. Steven's going to be leaving out, I guess, tomorrow night. He wants to be down in Sweetwater, Tennessee on Monday to get a load to go to Draper. So this is Saturday, and he's been home since Monday for the week of Thanksgiving. So today he is working on his dash. Now, he has done lots of work to the truck this week, which I have not been able to film. As you all know, if you are faithful to our channel, then you know that I have really been busting a move. Did I say that? I've been busting a move trying to get up video content of Steven looking at some trucks this week. And that's taken a lot of my time. And so as I have been working on those videos, Steven has been doing other things to the truck, which by very definition, if I'm working to get up certain content, then I miss the action in other areas. And that happens a lot. That happens where if I'm doing this, I can't film this. So one of the things that he did was put on this winter front. Let me ask him real quick. Steven! Can you tell me about that winter front that you put on the truck there? Front on the front of the truck.
That's a winter front.
Well, you said it's meant for the Peterbilt, right?
That's for my Peterbilt. I got it the same year I got rid of my Peterbilt.
So you said you said that it doesn't exactly.
I only used it once. No, it doesn't fit this truck. I had to use zip ties and put it on there, but it still does the same thing.
Still does the same thing. Okay. What are all these zippers for on it?
Well, some days it's not going to be cold. Take it, open it up so it gets some air in there.
Oh, okay. I've just never seen one with zippers on it before.
Well, you can't. It's got to get air sometimes.
Oh, okay.
If you're running and it's running too hot, you need to open one up.
Oh, I see what you mean about the zip ties because it was meant for the Peterbilt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Designed for the Peterbilt.
Okay, but you're still making it work. All right. Well, Steven says that his job today is to take the dash apart. So you got to take this whole dash apart?
Not the whole dash, but this part right here, I do. This yellow one kept falling off, and I put some Loctite or something on it. It worked pretty good. Didn't want to come off of there.
That seems to be like a really complicated thing to take the dash apart. Like you got to be careful not to break anything. But you've done it many times.
Yeah, but people have broke it many times already.
I noticed that one of the things about one of the trucks that you were looking at is that you were admiring the owner-operator gauge package.
Yeah, I like to pay attention to my gauges when I'm driving down the road. And when you don't have the gauges, you can't pay attention to them.
You know, until you purchased this truck, until you bought this truck a year ago, I had no idea that there was different gauge packages. That I just thought that all the gauges were standard, that everybody got the same gauges. I didn't realize that.
Well, you're not going to spend all that money putting gauges in a company truck because company drivers don't pay attention. They can care less. Most of them. They're watching their videos and texting and doing everything they're not supposed to be doing.
Well, without the risk of, I'm taking the risk of sounding very ignorant, and I guess I am ignorant on these things. Lack of knowledge is ignorance. But whether you're a company driver or an owner-operator, shouldn't everybody understand what all the different gauges are doing? And like, what types of gauges do you not have in this truck?
I don't have the rear ends in the transmission, and I don't have the turbo gauge.
So then you don't know what those things are doing when you can't look down at
That's exactly right. If I don't have any gauges, I don't know what they're doing.
So as a rule of thumb, company trucks don't have a full gauge package as a rule of thumb.
Why put gauges on something nobody's going to use?
And your goal today is to work on the airlines, is that correct? The air hoses?
I'm not working on airlines.
Oh, I misunderstood then. I thought
I said I'm working on an air leak.
Oh, air leak. Oh. Okay, well I had just heard the word air. So what are some other things you've done to the truck this week? I know you put the winter front up, but you've also done some other things to the truck this week.
I had to jack up the motor and check the motor mounts, make sure they were tight. I had to grease everything. I had to inspect everything, check all the boxes, change the oil on the APU, filters.
So you definitely had a lot going on this Thanksgiving week with working on the maintenance of the truck.
It's better to work on it here than on the side of the road.
But did I hear you saying that you would probably have to have your oil changed?
Yeah, I didn't get any AMS oil. Tim doesn't ever answer my text or my phone calls. Try and he doesn't ever answer. And anyway, so he said he could get me a 55-gallon barrel, and I waited for him to answer me, and by the time he never did answer me, so I usually get it by the box. So I need to order some. I also need to order the particulate filter. But regardless, I have to order it, and I don't have it here, so I'm going to have to get it changed on the road because it's due. It's coming up.
And how often do you have to change the oil?
Every 25,000 miles when it's synthetic. I don't know if this is a waste of my time or not, but I have a brake here, a new one, and this one here, this brake release is leaking really bad, and so in order to take this thing out, you gotta take the whole freaking dash apart to get it out. So what I want to do is not take the whole dash apart, and just change the valves. And I'm hoping I can do that. If I can't do that, then probably just wasting my time. So I'm not going to take the whole dash apart today. They put this thing in the worst place that you can possibly put one of these freaking things. And you have to go through here. You got to take this corner off. You got to take that off. You got to take that out. You got to take that off. You got to take this off. You got to take the top off. There's so much stuff you got to take off just to get to these hoses. So I'm not going through all that. I went through that with my black one. But this is the part that I'm looking to change here.
And what is that called?
Because it's the valve. Brake valve. And it leaks real bad. So I'm going to see if this one is the same. It may not be. I can already tell the head of it's plastic, so may not be the same. I'm hoping it is. But when you park, it drains the tanks and it leaks really bad.
Well, while Steven's working on that, I'd like to tell everybody who watched our past several videos and made comments, thank you so much. The videos that we have put up about Steven truck shopping and looking for trucks, we have gotten an amazing response from those videos.
Yeah, I like the one response the guy made.
Which one?
Yeah, you're going to buy a truck like that, you need to have a good mechanic.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I wish I had a good mechanic.
Yes, there was one comment that kind of got under Steven's skin.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the last 3 trucks that I rebuilt here in the yard, I sure wished I had a mechanic around.
Yes, the comment was, and I'm paraphrasing, I don't have it in front of me.
So that goes like that.
The comment was, if you're going to buy a truck like that, you need to be a good mechanic. Well, apparently the person that made that comment is not a regular viewer of our channel.
Not that I'm a good mechanic.
You are. I mean, Mike, you've rebuilt a motor from the ground up. I mean, you have to be able, the 3406E that you rebuilt last summer, you completely
completely demolished it.
And took it apart and rebuilt it. You have to be a good mechanic to be able to do that.
All right, now here's...
So anyway, we do read our comments. I'm typically the one that responds to 99% of them. Every now and then Steven responds to a comment, but that kind of falls in...
They are different.
Oh.
So I don't think they're going to be...
compatible?
No, because this seal here is way different from that seal. The top plunger looks okay, but the bottom plunger, I don't know. I'll check it out. Let me see.
So, Steven might respond to a comment here and there, but that's my job category. My job description is I sit at that desktop and I And if you're a faithful watcher to the channel, you know that I pretty much respond to comments within a few hours of people making them. And sometimes you get a response back immediately. There have been times where I've been sitting at the computer and comments will come in as I'm working on something, and I respond to them ASAP. I mean, like immediately. So I'm kind of the comment queen in the sense that I feel really good about the rate of how fast I respond back to your comments. And again, if you're a regular viewer to the channel, you know that. Now, I have watched YouTube videos from other channels, and I have made comments, and they never get responded back to. And that's true. That happens a lot to me. I will make a comment, and I never hear back from the channel. And then one time I heard back a year later. There was a response that came back a year later. And I had already long since forgotten about the video that I had watched and the comment that I had made, because I'm used to people not responding back. And then something came back a year later. I'm like, well, okay, well, at least I know you check your comments once a year. But regardless, we do read your comments. And so somebody doesn't believe that Stephen is a very good mechanic. And anyway, I beg to differ. My husband is an amazing mechanic. Now, he's not like YouTube is awesome mechanic. YouTube is awesome is our personal guide, wouldn't you say? He has really guided you.
He's a master mechanic.
Yeah, he's a master.
And
Mr. George, he's
very informative.
He's a master mechanic, and Steven's met him a couple times there in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I used to have a master mechanic just down the street, and but he went and died on me.
He went and died on you.
So I can't use him anymore.
Yeah, he was literally around the corner.
So
Mr. Willie Wills.
There's a possibility that it might actually work, so but I have to put it all back together and fire it up and find out. So.
Yeah, Willie Wills was just around the corner. He was a certified Caterpillar mechanic, right?
Yeah, I think he was 7 years older than I am.
So, Mr. Doc, if you're watching this video, Doc, we're talking about your buddy Willie Wills. We really miss him, Doc. We really miss Mr. Willie. But in the meantime, George in Oklahoma has been very helpful to you. Well, you've seen him at least twice now, right? I think you've, Mr. George. YouTube is awesome, and you've met him twice. Yeah. And he has really been with us for over a year now, and has guided.
He's been very informative.
Very informative.
Things I wasn't aware of, he would let me know.
That's right. So we are very grateful for his input. So even though you're not a quote-unquote master mechanic like Mr. George, you still know what you're doing. And
I fix things as needed. I don't go around looking for things to fix. I fix them if they need to be fixed, or if I need to prevent them from needing to be fixed, like preventive maintenance.
Right. Well, Stephen is very skilled.
Which is what I did all weekend.
It's preventative things.
Yeah.
Stephen is very talented. You can't survive as an owner operator unless you have to be independently wealthy and pay somebody to fix your stuff, or you have to be able to do it yourself. And we're not independently wealthy, and we can't be putting the truck in the shop every time something goes wrong.
I don't think anybody's been driving truck in the past during the invasion has been making any money.
So it behooves you to be
80,000 trucking companies went out of business. Some of the oldest businesses in our since trucking has been around had gone out of business, over 100 years old. So again, lots of companies have not been able to survive the invasion. It's hard to make money right now.
Yes, and as an owner-operator, much of your revenue goes right back into the truck. It sure does. The cost of
And
fuel.
time.
Yeah, that's right.
More time than anything. Trucking eats up a guy's life. There's no doubt about it. And a family's life.
Those fuel tickets are pretty steep. So that's a huge, if not number one, that's huge.
So that's a bad thing that people do when they get in these dashes, is they break these clips. See that? There, it's missing. There used to be one here. There was one. There is one there, but it used to be another one there. And they go around and they just break the. What they do is they tighten them too tight and they'll snap off. And then they don't replace them or fix them. So that's the bad thing about these trucks here. They're easy to break the dash because that plastic is brittle.
Especially in cold temperatures, I suppose.
Missing a screw here. There it is. No, cold temperature has nothing to do with it.
Oh, well, I thought
Plastic does get hard in cold weather, but that has nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay.
These just get old and brittle.
Now, Stephen has done both. He has been a company driver and an owner-operator. He's done both. So would you say that it's a fair statement to say that there are pros and cons to both being a company driver and an owner-operator?
Well, being a company driver, you do as they say. You go where they tell you to go. And you get fired if you don't, so... I don't go around telling the gentries what I want to do or what I don't want to do, but if I ever don't want to do something, all I got to do is say, I ain't doing it.
So, like, you took that load up to Boston, and that wasn't your favorite place to go.
Well, I typically go on and travel back east. But because November was a bad month, I had taken a week off to go see AJ, and then I got back a week.
Because of your
with
breakdown.
The wheel bearing catching on fire. And then I had I had that one short run going down to Texas. And so I took the short run going to Boston. But normally I wouldn't go back east. I don't like going back east. I'll have big toll bills to pay too for running them all on toll roads.
Oh, so they'll be coming in the mail, the toll fees?
They come on that pre-pass there.
Yeah.
I'll be getting a bill for them.
And toll roads are more common in the east than in the west.
Yeah. Because people don't know any better, and they sell roads that the government sells roads that don't belong to them and that belong to us, and they have no business selling them. So we paid for them, and we pay for them every day. We paid for them to be built. We paid for them every day with our taxes, and then the government turned around and sold them by making everybody think that they voted on it when they really didn't. And sell it to a foreign country, and then foreign country comes in and they never maintain it and charge you to. That piece is broke off too. And then charge you to drive on it some more. So it's criminal is what it is. Some of the worst roads I've ever driven on are freaking toll roads. So you pay all that money to drive on a freaking toll road, and it's the worst road in the freaking country.
Isn't that ironic?
It's because they sell it to a foreign country. They can care less.
But why is that more common out east than out west?
I don't know. Maybe those people back east can tell you why they get worked over so well.
Because there's not so many toll roads, the more west you go, right?
There's some out there. They're getting more and more populated. They're getting more and more of them because people don't pay attention to their politicians.
I was just noticing Steven's calendar here. So we are the last Saturday in November. This is the 29th and tomorrow is the 30th. And well, then Monday is December the 1st. Stephen and I were just talking this morning how...
Man, get out of my head.
Stephen and I were just talking this morning how fast the month of November has gone by. So this is one of those months where we've had 5 Saturdays. We don't get a whole lot of that. So if the 1st falls on a Saturday, you have the 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th. So 5 Saturdays and 5 Sundays in November.
I don't know which one of these yellow lines goes where, but I don't have it right. I'll have to redo it, I'm sure.
We did get to talk to William this week, Stephen's son William, whose birthday was Tuesday. He was 26 on Tuesday. He called us on Thanksgiving night.
Got all those in the right places.
has grown a lot since July. It was in July that you had that haircut.
Still leaking. That's the bad thing about those plastic fittings. Not be able to fix this problem.
Well, it's not because you're not able to, it's just the wrong part.
That's the bad thing about those pieces like that. When they go bad, there's nothing you can do about it.
So for clarification, I need for you all to know, and if you're a faithful viewer to this channel, and you're not some random first-time viewer, which we appreciate the random first-time viewers. I don't mean any disrespect. I'm not trying to show contempt. I'm just saying, if you are a faithful viewer to this channel, you know that it's not because Stephen is not capable.
Well, I don't like those quick releases
of fixing it. It's just the part. It's just the quality of the part. Plastic. Because you have fixed air leaks before many times, haven't you?
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, when you come across these plastic quick releases and they go bad, there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to replace the part. Try that again. Push it all the way in. Slide that out. Hopefully it took that time. Leaking like a sieve.
So you can see the air bubbles in the water.
Yeah, you know when you blow bubbles with soap?
Right.
Yeah, that's what you get.
So by putting that soapy water on there, you can see.
It blows bubbles.
Okay, so that's what you can see.
It blows bubbles.
Okay.
You got an air leak, it'll blow bubbles. Got the top one to stop leaking by reversing it. Now the bottom one's leaking. And that's air suspension. And it never leaked before. These brass ones are a little better quality, but these plastic ones are junk. These are plastic, these are brass. That's why you don't like taking these freaking things apart. You take them apart, they'll probably never stop leaking. See, I was just working on the brake, and now I'm messing with this other stuff because I can't get it to stop freaking leaking.
Kill your radio with the water.
Squirt water down in there, I run the radio. Don't see any leaks anywhere. Yeah. Gotta build up some air.
So this is more of a project than you thought it was.
Backwards. That's never gonna work like that. I can't leave that like that.
So explain what I don't understand.
It's backwards. I know it was backwards. I swapped it just to see if I can get the air to stop leaking. And it did. But now I gotta... So the good thing is you can get it to stop leaking. The bad thing is it's backwards. Come on now. Too much air to get it apart. Alright, let's get that white one back down there. Yeah, that one's all the way in. I don't know what glasses these are, but I can't really see. Let me see. Got any more over there?
So, oh, by the way, that's not real money. Unless you think that we're so rich that we have $100 bills laying around. No, that's not real money.
That's from Guilty by Association.
This is from, I just happened to notice and look down, and y'all might think that we're so well off that we can just have $100 bills just laying in the seat of the truck. Yeah, we just throw our money right there with our tools and everything. We just leave our money there. So no, I wanted to explain that we don't just throw $100 bills around. That's from the truck show.
Guilty by Association.
This is from the Guilty by Association. That was 2 months ago, if you can believe that. That was already at the end of September, and here we are at the end of November. So that's from the Guilty by Association truck show.
Leaking right off the bat. I don't know what it is. You can get it to stop leaking.
But yeah, if somebody were to break into Steven's truck and see money just laying in the seat.
Stop leaking that one way. Do like I did that other one.
That's the story of your life, isn't it, though?
Well, they use that plastic. That's the problem with the world. They swapped over to plastic because it's cheap and easy. And that's exactly what you get, cheap. Could be a game. What do I do with that wire? There. So we can either put that one down there. They're all singles, but that one, that's a double. So see what happens if we do that. Nothing. That didn't fix anything. I swap these two out. Told you this could be a wild goose chase. I can try. Wow, look at this. Try putting this one up there. Axle lock. Alright, that's locked. Unlocked. Okay, we're getting somewhere. And now we'll try this one here. Air suspension. That'd be right. Air suspension. Okay. But I ain't got one up there. Oh, need one up there, I guess. Alright.
So was that red light a good thing or a bad thing?
What red light?
The red light that said air suspension.
That's what I was trying to fix. I reversed the wires and the lights weren't coming on. so I had to keep swapping the wires until the lights came on. Now the lights are coming on, so that's a good thing.
Okay. Well, you know, it takes a while for me to understand these things. That's why you're the owner-operator and I'm not.
There's a tiny little leak right there, but that leak never was. I never even moved that one. Get my radio wet.
Yeah, I hope you don't destroy your radio with this.
That was a hard radio to find.
Yeah, so you don't want to destroy it with soapy water.
That one there's leaking. I don't even know what that one does to, but it definitely leaks. I don't hear anything. See if I can get my brakes to release.
Did you fix it?
Apparently so.
You fixed it. Well, you proved that you knew exactly what you were doing and you were able to fix it. Well, congratulations, Stephen. You all, he fixed the air leak. That's my husband for you.
Yeah, I went to fix one air leak, created 4 more, and had to fix those.
Yeah, but you did it. Very proud of you, Stephen.
Alrighty then. That's the way it is when you work on these old farts. Because everything's so old. Oh, there, I put a scratch on the grill.